After we have moved into PPH, when we will going to start reaching out to Teban Garden. I was a deacon then, and I was assigned to organize the first community event, which was a health screening. Being the first event, we weren't quite sure what would be the response. We were wondering if residents would even come. But to our surprise on that day, I think much earlier, maybe an hour earlier, a queue had already started to form. We were partnering SATA at that time, and they were supposed to provide a mobile clinic. On the day, SATA was late, so we were already panicking. But it ended well. We overshot the target that we were hoping to get. So overall, it was a good event. Before we had the Chinese assembly, I was with the English service. Then when the Chinese ministry started back 18 years ago, quite a number of the English-speaking folks helped start up the Chinese service. And since then, I've spent almost all my time with the Chinese ministry. At that time, there was a yearly batch of PRC nursing students coming to Singapore, and they were coming in fairly big groups. We thought that was a very interesting ministry that we should consider, because in total, they're going to spend the next 9.5 years of their life in Singapore. What we found was that the nursing students were very receptive. After a while, we decided to organize Chinese Alpha, where we invited these nurses to come and participate. Just after Alpha, initially there was 1-2 students who say, yeah, I'm willing to receive Christ. We were really very excited. Then very quickly, within the next few days, all started opening their hearts and coming to receive Christ. Being a Brethren church, participation by members is really hard. Yes, we have full-time staff. Up to, I would say, easily 50, 60, or even 70% of our church members are involved in some form of ministry within the church. It is not just depending on the full-time staff, but it is about you and I doing our part and helping to build up the Church of Christ for God's glory. No matter how small, it is still meaningful, and it's something that God takes delight in. There will never be a good time, a perfect time for you to serve. Very often when you're called upon, there is always a sense of inadequacy, a sense of fear, but if God is with you, what are you afraid of? So I would encourage our young people to come forward and serve, and together we'll build this spiritual family, this spiritual house, so that the next generation beyond you can also do the same thing, and they can likewise contribute towards it and build it for the next generation.